This is the exercise that I am going to show you. I will read this exercise statement. As an airline alliance, we want to show our fleet for each flight connection number on the internal website. We would like to display following three columns: carrier name, connection ID, and plane type. So you are supposed to create a AMDP which will display these three fields in the output. So here is the solution. This is a custom global class which is created. This is the name of the class. And as you have learned in previous video that in each AMDP class you have to first implement a standard interface if AMDP marker HDB. So this interface is implemented over here. This will identify that this is not a normal class, this is a AMDP class, and this class will get executed in underlying HANA database. Then these are the three fields which are defined in types definition, and here is a internal table definition according to this type definition. The next step is method is defined over here. Name of the method is get flight details, and importing parameter is client, exporting parameter is any internal table which is of type, the types defined over here. And then here is a implementation section in which this method is implemented, and while implementing semantics is included over here. By database procedure for HDB, that is HANA database. Language is SQL script which is specific to HANA database. Options read only, and using these two tables are mentioned which are used in this select statement. So here is a select statement. Select distinct char name, con ID, plane type from SFlight as SF, inner join SCHAR as SC on char ID is equal to char ID, and then order by field list. So this is a select statement which is written, and the output of select statement is stored in this table ET result, which is an exporting parameter over here. So this is what is AMDP. Now I am going to create this AMDP. So I am going to Eclipse, and here I have already connected to ABAP system, and I am going to create AMDP in temp package. You can also create AMDP in your own custom package. So right click over here, right click on your package, go to new and select this option ABAP class. So here you can see ABAP class template has opened. So here you have to give the name, any Z name. I am giving name Z class AMDP. Simple. Description AMDP class. If you click on next, I will say 01. Click on next. You can lock it in a request provided you are not using temp package. Click on finish. Now this is a template which I have got for global class. The first thing that you need to do always in AMDP is under a public section, you have to implement standard interface if AMDP marker HDB. This is the first step that you have to do always in AMDP. Now the next step is I will be declaring internal table for three fields. So I will go back to the solution document, and here I will pick up the definition of internal table. So here is a type definition with three fields: carrier name, con ID, and plane type. So I will pick up this, I will copy this, and I will go back to my code. I will paste this. So here I have declared, I need to give a full stop. So here I have declared internal table. I have created types, carrier name, connection ID, and plane type, and then I have declared internal table. Now I am going to define method. So I will go back again to the solution document and I will copy this method definition part. I will come back to my code and here I will paste method definition. So the moment I have copied this method definition over here, I have got an error that implementation is missing for method get flights. So that means I have defined this method but I haven't implemented this method. So obviously the next step is I need to implement this method. So I will copy the name of this method and I will go to implementation section. Here is the implementation section. I will press enter over here and now I will implement this method. Name of the method. And while implementing, the first thing that I need to do is I need to give semantics. So I will say by database procedure for HDB language SQL script options read only using two tables SCHAR and SFlight. Okay. Now I will go back to the solution document and here I will copy the select statement. Copy this select statement. I will go back to my class. I will paste this select statement over here. So here is a select statement. Select distinct char name as char name, con id as con id, plain type from sflight as sf, inner join schar as sc on sf.char id is equal to sc.char id, and order by carrier name, connection id, plain type. However, I am getting an error over here. Let me see what is the error. So I will scroll my mouse over here and here I can see the error is source code of this class is incomplete. It is incomplete because I haven't typed end method. So let me type end method over here. Now the error has gone. So my class is complete. Now I will try to activate this class. So I will click on activate. Here you can see the status on the status bar, activation is successful. So this way I have created AMDP class. Now the next step is I need to consume this class in ABAP report. So I'm going to create ABAP report. Again I will go back to temp, right click, new. Now here I do not see ABAP program, so I will have to go to this option, other ABAP repository object, and here I can directly type program. So I can see an option ABAP program. So I will select this ABAP program, click on next. Now I need to give a name over here, any Z name. ZPRG AMDP simple. Description will be consume AMDP. Click on next. You will be able to lock it in a request provided, obviously if you are not in temp package. Click on finish. So here I have created a report. Now I am going to consume my AMDP class. So if I want to create or if I want to call the method of my AMDP class, what I need to do? So before I take any action, I will have to check what kind of method I have declared. So if I go to my class and if I check the method which I have declared, I have to first ensure what is the type of this method. As you know, there are two types of methods, static method and instance method. When you say class dash methods, obviously it is a static method, and if it is a static method, you need not create an instance of the class. Rather, you need to call the method by using class name. So if I want to call this method, I will have to use class name. I need not instantiate the class. So I will pick up the name of my class. So I can copy this name. I will go to my program, paste name of the class, or you can see the class name over here also. You can directly type it. I will say equal to greater than. Now I can see two options. The first one is a standard interface, and second one is the method which I have defined in my program. I want second method, so I will just single click on second method because I also want parameters of this method. So instead of double clicking on second method, just single click over here, and now you press shift and enter key. When you press shift and enter key, you will be able to get parameters of your method. So here I have got parameters. Now for IV client, I will pass AMDP as the value. For importing parameter, I will first remove these comments, and then for ET result, for this table, I will pass any internal table. I will say IT underscore result. So this is how I have called AMDP method in my program. Now I want to display the output. So if I want to display the output of IT result, one way is I can say loop at IT result, or another way is a smart way that SAP has introduced a new class CL underscore demo underscore output. This is a new class which SAP has introduced. If I press equal to greater than, I will be able to see a method display data. You can also use method display, both are fine. So I'm going to use this method display data, and then into bracket you can say value is equal to name of my internal table, that is IT underscore result. Give a space over here and now give a full stop. So this is how I'm going to display the output of my internal table IT result by using this standard class CLDemo output and this method display data. So now I'm going to activate my program. So here is activate button. Here you can see the activation of program is successful. Now I'm going to execute the program. I hope you are now quite familiar with ADT by this time, so you know how to execute your programs. You can either press F8 or you can go to run menu, and here you can also say run as ABAP application. So both the options are fine. So execute program. So here you can see the output of your program. Three fields: carrier name, connection ID and plane type. So these are the three fields that were supposed to display in the output, and these are the three fields in the output. So this is how you can create AMDP and consume AMDP in ABAP report. So in this case, AMDP method was a static method, and that is why while calling this method I have used class name and method name. Not necessary that every time your method will be a static method, it can be an instance method also. So in that case, you will have to create an instance for your class. You will have to create an object, and with reference to that object, you can call the method. So all the best. Please try this and please create your first MDP.